older leaves. So symptoms are marginal scorching and tip burning. So the symptom of potassium deficiency are marginal scorching and tip burning of the leaves. So marginal scorching and tip burning of the leaves because of the potassium deficiency. And the disease is called as the dieback and rosette. So you can see here. See here, marginal scorching and tip burning. Marginal scorching and tip burning happens. So potassium deficiency causes weakened stems, easy lodging. Lodging means it can fall on the ground. Plants can fall on the ground because of the potassium deficiency. Increased pest and disease, disease incidents can occur. More disease will occur because of the potassium deficiency in the plant. So potassium is very important component, very important nutrient. So here you can see the symptoms. Marginal scorching and tip burning. So you can see at the margin, marginal scorching and tip burning. Okay. So next is calcium. So calcium is component of cell wall and middle lamella as a calcium pectate. Okay. So in the middle lamella or cell wall, calcium is present in the form of calcium pectate. So formation of cell wall and maintenance of structure is possible because of the calcium. Then cell division and enlargement, lipid metabolism, इसमें भी calcium का role होता है. So activator of enzyme such as ATPase. ATPase को activate करने के लिए calcium is important. Calcium is immobile in nature. So irregular lip margin, distorted curls, serrated type of lip margin are the deficiency symptoms. And diseases caused due to deficiency are tip hooking and blossom end rot. So you can see the deficiency symptom because of the calcium. Then magnesium. So chlorophyll, central head in the chlorophyll structure, role synthesis of chlorophyll activator enzymes such as carboxylase and hexokinase, binding ribosome units during protein synthesis, and intravenoal chlorosis in the older leaves has been seen because of the deficiency of magnesium. Okay, so intravenoal chlorosis. Because of nitrogen, complete chlorosis happens in the older leaves. Because of the magnesium deficiency, there is intravenoal chlorosis. So inverted V-shaped type of chlorosis happens because of the magnesium deficiency. So it is also called as syndrome. And reddening of cotton. Reddening of cotton is a disease happens because of the deficiency of magnesium. You can see in the picture because of magnesium deficiency, there is a reddening of cotton is there, and there is inverted V-shaped type of chlorosis is there in the leaves of the plant. So next is sulfur. So sulfur is a component of amino acids like cysteine, methionine. So this cysteine and methionine contains the sulfur compound, sulfur component. So vitamins like biotin and thiamine is having sulfur. Coenzyme like A and pyridoxine is having the sulfur. Then sulfur is having role in the protein synthesis, in the catalyst and photosynthesis. It is characteristic. This sulfur is responsible for the characteristic odor in the onion and garlic. You can smell the onion and garlic. So because of the sulfur, that particular odor is there in the onion and garlic. So in the younger leaves, symptoms are seen in the younger leaves because of the deficiency of sulfur. So it resembles to nitrogen. Complete yellowing of the younger leaves is happen because of the deficiency of sulfur. So complete chlorosis and inward rolling of leaf tip are the deficiency symptom because of the sulfur. You can see here there is complete yellowing in the younger leaves. Complete yellowing in the younger leaves because of the sulfur deficiency. Complete yellowing in the younger leaves because of the sulfur deficiency. Okay, so inward curling of the leaves also occurs because of the sulfur deficiency. You can see in the third picture, there is inward rolling of the leaves. Inward rolling of the leaves and complete chlorosis in the younger leaves happen because of the sulfur deficiency. So it resembles to nitrogen in case of deficiency. So in nitrogen, there is complete yellowing in the older leaves. In sulfur, there is complete yellowing in the younger leaves. Okay, so in younger leaves, symptoms can be founded because of the deficiency of sulfur, complete chlorosis in the younger leaves, and inward movement of the leaves. Inward movement of the leaves are the deficiency symptom because of the sulfur deficiency. So, what are those symptoms? So, what is chlorosis? So, chlorosis is a physiological disease that occurs due to deficiency of mineral elements like manganese, potassium, zinc, iron, magnesium, nitrogen. So, see, nitrogen there is complete chlorosis in the older leaves. In uh, in in iron there is complete chlorosis in the younger leaves. So, this chlorosis happens. This chlorosis is an abnormality which is because of the reduction of the chlorophyll content. Chlorosis is happen because of the reduction of chlorophyll content in the leaves. Because of the chlorophyll content reduction, chlorosis happen in the leaves. So next is mottled. Mottled is a surface mark colored spots. So due to deficiency of nitrogen, magnesium, phosphorus, sulfur, there is reddening, or we can say there is colored spots are present like pink and purple pigmentation. So that symptom is called as the mottled symptom. So next is necrosis. Necrosis is a patch of dead tissues. Necrosis is a patch of dead tissues. So that particular leaves are having that patch of dead tissues because of the deficiency of magnesium, potassium, zinc, and calcium, and molybdenum. So necrosis is happening in the leaves, and necrosis is a patch of dead tissues. So etiolation is an abnormal condition developing in the vascular plants in the suboptimal light. The leaves are small and yellow, and the internodes are abnormally long due to the formation of etiolene compound. So, etiolation is happening because of the etiolene compound. So, these are the symptoms associated with mineral nutrients. You can see in the chart, there are deficiency symptoms because of the boron, discoloration of the leaf buds, breaking and dropping of the buds happen because of the boron. Also, we can see there is deformation in the shape of the fruits. You can see in the you can see there is deformation of the fruits. There is different sizes of fruits are present because of the boron deficiency. Okay. So next is sulfur. So in the sulfur, leaves are light green, veins are pale green, and no spots are present. So yellowing in the younger leaves because of the sulfur. Then because of the manganese, leaves pale in color, leaves pale yellow in color, veins and venules dark green. So because of the zinc, you can see there are different deficiency symptoms are there that we have studied in the earlier slides, like complete yellowing in the leaves because of the nitrogen, because of the potassium, there is pink and purple pigmentation is there. So these are the different deficiency symptom because of the inavailability of that particular nutrient. So you can see in this picture, there is deficiency symptom because of the inavailability of nutrient. You can see there in the base, they have given healthy leaf. In the base, they have given the healthy leaf. Because of the nitrogen deficiency, there is complete yellowing. Because of phosphorus deficiency, there is pink and purple pigmentation. And because of the potassium, there is marginal scorching and tip burning in the older leaves. Marginal scorching and tip burning in the older leaves happen because of the potassium. Also, magnesium is given. Magnesium intervenal chlorosis or inverted V shape type of chlorosis is there. In the sulfur, chlorosis in the younger leaves is there. So these are different deficiency symptoms because of the absence of that particular mineral nutrient in the crop plants, and that will leads to some deadly diseases. So I want to explain you one point, that chelates or chelating agent. So the chelates or chelating agents are very important, and the chelates or chelating agents are the compounds which increases the availability of nutrient to the plant and protect the nutrients against precipitation or unavailability. So what are the role of chelates? It increases the availability of nutrient. It prevents mineral nutrients from forming insoluble precipitates, reduce toxicity, prevent nutrients from leaching, suppress the growth of the plant pathogen. So, for examples of these chelates are citric acid, tartaric acid, gluconic acid, glycine, EDTA, and DTP. So, EDTA, there are some compounds present in the market. So, sodium agents, sodium EDTA, magnesium EDTA is present in the market for the better absorption of that particular nutrient. So EDTA can be mixed with any mineral nutrient for the better availability of that particular nutrient, for the better absorption of that particular nutrient. These chelating agents are very important. Chelating agents are very important for the absorption of that particular mineral nutrients. So thank you very much. Any questions or doubts you can ask? Yes, if you have any doubts, you can ask.
So if you have any doubt, I kindly request to participant, please ask your question or any queries regarding this topic, and you can clear your doubt. If suppose you are not asked the question, so you can write in chat box. I will read and sir will give the answer. Yes, Monica.
Yes, this topic is very important regarding the some deficiency symptoms. Yeah, that questions can be asked in the examinations, like in absence of that particular mineral nutrients, what are the deficiency symptoms? So majorly questions can be asked, like in phosphorus inavailability or absence of phosphorus, what is the deficiency symptom? So that answer is pink or purple pigmentation in the older leaves. For nitrogen, complete chlorosis in the older leaves. For sulfur, chlorosis in the younger leaves. For potassium, marginal scorching and tip burning in the older leaves. So this type of questions can be asked. So don't hesitate to ask. You just ask your doubts. You just clear your doubts regarding the topic.
So please ask the question. So if suppose there is
Boron
no,
deficiency.
hello.
Boron deficiency, sir.
Yes.
Boron deficiency.
Yes, boron deficiency is a deficiency which happens, which will occur on the fruits also, on the leaves also. So some leaves can be observed, like twisted leaves can be observed on the plant. So from the base to the up side of the plant, there are twisted leaves, or there is deformation in the fruits is there because of the boron deficiency. So boron is not primary element or not macro element or major element, but boron is required by the plant in uh, some less quantity, but boron is essential. Okay, so because of the boron, some leaves twisting will be happen, some deformities in the fruits can be there. So these are the deficiency symptom because of the boron deficiency.
And
So any
iron,
other?
sir.
Yes,
Iron deficiency.
iron deficiency. So
Hmm.
iron deficiency, in that iron deficiency, you can see in the chlorosis. You can see the chlorosis in the younger leaves, but veins are green in color. But veins are green in color. Yes.
सर पोलन जर्मिनेशन साठी पण बोरांचा उपयोग.
Yes, for pollen germination, we cannot directly connect with pollen germination, but boron is having some role in the pollen germination. We can't say fertilization of pollens. So pollination process, in that pollination process, fertilization occurs when pollens are stick with the stigma of the carpel. Then that fertilization occurs. So in that fertilization, there will be some role, I think.
Whiptail in cauliflower, sir.
Whiptail in cauliflower is due to the molybdenum deficiency. Because of the molybdenum deficiency, whiptail in cauliflower occurs. So that is having some deficiency symptoms like whiteness of that particular flower is decreases. So you can see whiptail of flower is due to the molybdenum deficiency. And also molybdenum is very important because it is constituent of the nitrate reductase system. It is constituent of the nitrate reductase system, and it is also involved in the activation of some dehydrogenase and phosphatases as a cofactor in the synthesis of the ascorbic acid. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, so Kamlesh sir, झालं का? Are you satisfied, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, there are another question in chat box also.
Okay.
So, sir, please, can you explain the meaning of chelates?
Yes, chelates are the we can say are the additional substances that can help to transport of that particular micro element. So we can say the chelate like EDTA. EDTA is uh, chelating agent which is helpful for the translocation of that particular mineral nutrient from the soil to the plant. So there are several compounds or there are several nutrients are present in the combination of EDTA. So FeEDTA, Na2-EDTA, iron EDTA. So that kind of compounds are selling in the market. So that particular compound which can be readily available or which can be easily available for the roots of the plant because of the ionic combinations of that compounds of chelating agents.
Okay. Then another question is from Rutu. Sir, which elements are important for fruit formation and development?
So for fruit formation and development, there are several nutrients are responsible like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, along with magnesium, calcium, and some boron and all are involved in the formation of fruits. So there are some plant growth regulators are also responsible for the fruit formation like gibberellins are having some roles. So we can't say like this element is responsible for the fruit formation because that is the whole process is driven with the help of all macro as well as micro elements. Okay, so fruit formation is not because of a single element.
So, are you satisfied, Rutu? Miss Rutu? Okay, so there is another question. So, how to differentiate between nutritional deficiency and some similar symptoms which are caused by plant pathogens or abiotic stress as well?
Okay. So we can understand that our soil is, if deployed of moisture, if deployed of water, so there will be some symptoms are regulated on the plants. There will be a palish green type of color will be observed because of the deficiency of water, or deficiency of uh, that particular elements is also some same deficiency type of condition will happens because of the pest like white flies, aphids, jacid, that are the sucking type of pest. So we can observe that particular pest on the leaves because they are sucking the sap from the leaves, and some particular symptoms are similar to the deficiency symptom of that particular element, that can be differentiated by taking observations. By taking observation, if soil is deployed of water, then that symptoms will come on the plants. Okay, so that can be differentiated with the help of observations in the field. If light is more, if temperature is more, then plant will show some symptoms. So that can be differentiated on the basis of observations in the field. So we need to observe in the field whether soil water table is good, soil water is good, or that plant is receiving abundant water or not. Then we will see the paste like aphids, acid, white flies, that are the sucking type of paste that can induce some particular symptoms in the plant. Or we can see some leaf roller insects are there. So we can see it with the help of observations at the place of that particular plant at the field. We have to take some observation for differentiating the symptom because of the pest, or because of the environment, and because of the mineral nutrients. Okay, so observations is only method for differentiating.
Okay. So, is there any question again? So, if you have no more question, so I think we should conclude this session here. So, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for delivering such a nice and fruitful lecture, and it will be helpful for future of the participant. So, those who are preparing for the NET ARS examination, and this topic is very important. But doubt clear is important. So, everybody having notes, books, but tips is very important. Which part
Yes, sir.
is important to cover during the preparation of the NET ARS examination, and definitely this lecture will helpful for them, and they may qualify the NET ARS examination in future also. I hope you understood properly the concept delivered by Dr.
Okay.
Pratik
Thank you
Pusarla,
very
sir.
much, sir, for
So
giving
thank
the
you very much, sir,
opportunity.
for accepting our invitation.
Okay.
So
And
thank you on behalf
also,
of
I will
the
give best luck
postgraduate
for the
institute.
students for the
Yes,
examination.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So this is training program for students, sir. We are trying to best from our side to qualify the student. So in this year, more than 100 student qualified in NET
Okay, sir.
examination,
Okay, sir.
and near about 10 people, 10 candidate qualifying the ARS main.
Okay.
And this number will increase, sir, day by day continuously.
Nice,
So hope
nice.
so this will good for student and participant.
Okay.
So with these words, I conclude this session, and thank you very much, sir, for sparing your valuable time with us from last 2 hours.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank
okay, thank you very much, sir.
you. Okay, sir.